Thank you, Matt, for that. And now, the last keynote of the day. We have Remco Eikhout, CEO at Tibo Energy, who is going to talk about energy intelligence, closing the gap between data and autonomous decisions. Welcome on stage.
Good morning. It was still dark this morning when I started my day running in the city. Beautiful city. Any runners here? Yeah, great. Anybody from Bilbao as well? No, only investors. I heard that if you're working on the dark side, you have to run every day. That's one of our. So my name is Remco Eikhout. I'm going to explain you something about energy intelligence. Already, I saw the first two speakers, and 4 years ago we started Tibo Energy because we saw that there was a gap in offering optimization that could handle complexity. And complexity, mathematical complexity towards optimization, you already have when you have more than 2, 3 assets, dynamic pricing, etc. You cannot imagine what a complex puzzle that is to optimize. So typically, customers of us go through this journey. They have a problem or a challenge. So that problem or challenge might be, I would like to move to e-trucks, but I don't have the capacity to charge, or I want to move to a heat pump, or I need to do peak shaving. I have a battery, but I don't know how to do this in any best way. So what we do, similar to my previous keynote speaker, is also our platform is capable of doing the optimization of such systems, but we also are able to simulate that. So it gives a very, I can only agree to my previous speaker that doing a proper simulation in the same way as you're really going to deliver builds a lot of trust with your customer. So when we have this trust and the customer starts saying, yeah, let's do this investment in these assets and fix the issue, eventually we're doing the control and optimization of that. So we're doing all of these things, and 4 years ago when we started, I remember we were the only one at a very big trade show in the Netherlands. Today, if we would join the same trade show, we see kind of 20 to 40 competitors all doing the same thing, or at least arguing that they can do the same thing. And I'm not going to argue with them that they can't, but we still think we're the best in doing this. Anyway, the world is changing, and we need to look forward in what's going to be the next step. And today we deliver a lot of reports, insights, analytics, etc. But typically what we see is that the people that we speak to, our customers, are very often CFOs of larger companies, transport companies. They have like teams, energy managers, compliance managers, etc. And they are responsible for a lot more than only buying these assets, solving that problem, and making sure that it's optimized. So they're also very often responsible for creating a whole energy strategy going forward. And making an energy strategy, to make a solid energy strategy, you need a lot of data. We can provide this data. By the way, if you build an energy strategy today for the next 3 years, some guy in America is going to start a war in Iran, and you can throw away all your work because you have to do it all over again. Trading, a lot of things happened in trading over the last years. I know that you all are aware, but trading doesn't have the same outcomes anymore today. So our customers make hundreds of decisions every month. Very much questions as if we raise an alarm in our system, they need to act on that. What will be their next energy provider? So helping them in a procurement process. how to execute on my energy strategy. I have a solar installation on my roof, but it's still working, but maybe I should replace the panels because today's panels are far more efficient. So for us, we're going to move into energy intelligence. And what does that mean? Well, if I'm talking with people and I only mention energy intelligence, the nice thing about the word is that it already promises a lot, right? So if I'm going to talk to energy intelligence for us is the ability to optimize across those domains and eventually autonomously control those energy systems. So what are we doing and today and where are we moving towards? So the first 4 steps, we're all doing this today already. As I said, we do this, I think, the best, but many of our competitors do this as well. So we already provide the data, the visibility, we do the analytics, and we do the optimization. Most of the companies are around the visibility and analytics thing. And while VCs are complaining that the whole energy transition doesn't move as fast as they expected, we see now actually a lot of companies moving from the 3rd to the 4th section. But we are already thinking about how to move to the next section. And so today we're optimizing, so the next step is autonomous control. So what does that impact? It impacts that we create a lot more synergy between the different domains and domain knowledge. And that results into a lot of cost savings where we can do autonomous control and business impact. So we're not there today. I think it will still be a big challenge for a lot of companies. But imagine moving from cruise control to full self-driving cars. That's the step that we're going to make. And that's today we provide we provide this in the following. So connecting, see, and our solution gives recommendations. So while optimizing our customers' grid and assets, we already give recommendations on the way saying, well, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. That could be recommendations in regards to earlier replacement or in maintenance or in changing contracts or moving forward with your energy strategy. So the next thing is that we can automate those recommendations going forward into actions. For example, if the solar system is not working as expected, we can do a recommendation to check on that. Then we also can provide a wizard to already automate the going into action and making an appointment with the vendor that delivered the system. So the next step is going to fully automate, autonomously make a decision to already act on that themselves. I still think we're far away from that because we know that our current customers and energy managers, they don't like it if they signed a contract with Vattenfall and tomorrow they're getting an invoice from Eneco because our system completely autonomously decided to change the contract to another energy supplier. But eventually, over the coming years, our energy managers will see that pressing OK as being the last human in the loop will only be a pain for them, and that the energy intelligence platform can really decide for itself to do this. Yeah, thank you very much for explaining our vision towards the next steps of energy management going into energy intelligence. Thank you very much.